Okay everybody, I thought I'd do my vlog in the car on the way back from the gym. Sorry if my shifter's in the way, but I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to record later because I'm packing to go home. So yeah, a lot of really cool things to talk about today. Everything's been going real well. Obviously, if you've been following along in my log, lifting has been just out of this world. You know, PRs all over the place, some that I've been chasing for God knows how long. I mean, it's been ridiculous. So, things are really good in the gym. Nutrition's been okay. You know, the weight issue with this TRT is just kind of out of this world. I don't know what my weight's going to do from day to day. You know, I went from 154 to 161 in about a week. Well, maybe a week and a half. But, you know, and I thought that maybe I could attribute it to water weight, but I've been hovering around 161 for 3 weeks now. I actually weighed myself this morning. I was 161.5. So, looks like I'm gaining again. And that's only on 2,500 calories. So, I'm hoping that's sort of a recomp slash, you know, just kind of hovering around maintenance and gaining some strength, which would be great for me. I can't lie, I'd be happy with that. In terms of energy, out of this world. You know, as long as it's actually funny because since I've been doing the TRT, I've been able to sleep better and sleep longer. I've actually found myself, usually I'll sleep about, 5 hours a night, and that's natural for me. I'll just kind of wake up when I'm ready to wake up, which is about 5 hours in. And the other day I slept for 10.5 hours without even trying. You know, it didn't even phase me a bit, so that was kind of a surprise. And on top of that, my energy during the day has just been stellar. You know, I'm always, before I started TRT, it's been drag city, big time, dragging my ass all day long, and it's just been completely different. I'm not finding that random crash in the middle of the day like I used to have, and so that's been spectacular. It's just the quality of life at this point. And I know everybody's been telling me this, and I've been telling myself this, but I didn't really get a good feel for how much it would change until things started, and just my overall demeanor itself has changed. I mean, I'm just used to be, I'm in the car right now, and I used to have the worst road rage, absolutely worst road rage. I would just scream at people for no reason. I mean, somebody would pull over in my lane, and if I thought they were too close, or if I thought they were, doing something wrong, I would just flip shit. I mean, I would go ape on somebody. Sorry about that. Going over some railroad tracks. I would go ape on somebody. It was just, all the time. But now, people, don't faze me at all. I could give two shits less what other people do. So, yeah, it's just been completely different. I'm going to start holding the camera because it's falling off from the place. So, yes, just things have been so much different, so much better. I won't say I'm cranky all the time or wasn't cranky all the time, because I wasn't really cranky. It's just that things that were normally irritating, just slightly irritating, kind of hovered around where they were going to be. Just the normal irritating level. But things that were extra irritating, like listening to people eat, that's one that tweaks my nerves. And, hypocrites and lazy people. Those were, I just set off to an nth degree before this TRT started. And now, like I said, I just could give two shits less what everybody does. I mean, I'll still get irritated by the random lazy person, but it's not the same. So things are just really calm, really easy. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with the results so far, and it's only been 4 weeks. Actually, I gave my third dose this past Friday, so that would have been exactly 4 weeks to that day. So a lot of things looking forward to happening. So as far as actually dosing myself goes, that kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Self-injections are not fun, especially when you get it wrong. Common sense would tell you not to do something that hurts, and hesitation in actually sticking the needle in hurts a lot. I actually did this past time and hesitated so much that I basically was scared to stick it in. I know it sounds like a bad comment, but I mean, really, I just hesitated that much. Okay, seriously, dude, you're in the middle of the road. Middle of the road. Yeah, there's one of those irritating moments. But I kind of screwed it up and went slow instead of fast like I should have, and it hurt more, and it caused me to pull the needle out at not a 90-degree angle, which makes it bleed more. So I bled pretty bad on this one. And when I say pretty bad, I mean it bled for about 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds, 15 seconds with a cotton ball pressed on it. It stopped immediately. So that's, I obviously didn't hit it in like a vein or anything, which is a good thing. But, self-injections, like I say, suck. But at the same time, I really don't want to have to go into the doctor's office every 2 weeks and have them stick a needle in my leg. It shouldn't be that hard to do on my own. Okay, seriously, dude, you about hit me. Normal demeanor. So yeah, and just, overall, everything's been good. Everything's been fine. What a dick. So, as far as everything else goes, life in general, as a response to TRT, has just been fantastic. I got all A's this semester, which is not exactly new for me. I have a 3.92 GPA, and the only reason it's not a 4.0 is because of one class last semester, that bitch of a teacher. Yeah, but I was really scared I wasn't going to end up with a 4.0 this semester because of one class as well, and so I'm very happy about that. Thesis is not going so well, I won't lie. I've got the first half of it done. It's been done since last year, and the second half was dependent on one machine that nobody else has used except for me, and so I had to hook it up. I've had to troubleshoot it and everything, and I've been busting it for a year and a half now. And yesterday, it was yesterday, I went in to do some diagnostics on it, try and figure out why it's not running right, and got 3 different error messages during the startup, and then a fatal error messages after it started up. And so according to the manual, if restarting the machine doesn't fix that, then something's really wrong. You need to call. And sure enough, we restarted it twice, even including unplugging it and plugging it back in. Nothing helped it, so it all kind of went to shit at one point. We called the people, the company who makes the machine, and kind of asked them what we should do and what's the problem, or regional service rep or whatever. And he basically said that's indicative of a total circuit board failure, which basically means that they're going to have to go in and replace all the electronics on the inside of the machine, or at least the main circuit board and its battery, and then recalibrate all of the settings for the machine. So that's going to be a lot of money, and it's going to be a lot of pain in the ass. I'm actually having to come home or come back to school early from home for one day just to get this guy to fix the machine, and then I'm going to be going back for New Year's. I'll be going home. I'm leaving for home this afternoon actually, and so I'm having to go there and then come back next Friday and have the dude fix the problem. I'm not sure how much it's going to cost yet. We haven't got a quote exactly, so it remains to be seen. But I'll tell you, it's not going to be cheap. I know that for a fact. I mean, we're talking the original machine itself is the size of a shoebox, and it cost almost 10 grand. So replacing one of the major electrical components, when you factor in cost of parts and labor, is just going to be ridiculous. And honestly, if they charge anything close to half of what the actual initial machine cost, we're just going to buy a new one. And that way I won't have to come up with the money. We can just kind of fund it through the department and say that I need it, which is true. So, but other than that, everything's been good. Like I said, I'm going home. I get to see my family, which is going to be great. I'm going shopping probably tomorrow, which I freaking hate, I won't lie. But it's got to happen. I got to buy everybody some Christmas presents. So, yes. But other than that, things are great. Give a shout out to guys like JP Faraday and Kyle Weber and guys like that who frequent my log and really keep me going. It's great to have you guys' support, and I try to support y'all as much as possible. But really, what you guys do means a whole lot. And I'm going to continue to keep updating and keep posting videos and hopefully keep blasting through some PRs. But until after Christmas probably. This is probably my last vlog until after Christmas. And but I'll keep you posted on vlogs, so stay tuned. Thanks everybody.